It's an interesting thing too, because I'm very much a big proponent of earthing or grounding, being in touch with the earth, with your hands, with your feet, being outside in nature, with the animals, with the plants. And I kept thinking one of the reasons we got shoes, everyone says, is so you can bed out in all weathers and all the rest of it. It wasn't. It's to start breaking that connection, because when it comes down to it, you and I and everyone came from the earth. We came from the air and the food and the water that our mothers ate and drank and breathed in, because that's how we were created. So we
Mhm,
are so intimately connected to that. And yet the
mhm,
very first thing we do is we get shoes put on our feet. So we break that connection. No other
mhm.
animal does that.
Yeah, that is a very potent explanation there because it's that barrier, like breaking the connection,
Mm,
breaking that feeling source of being with nature. I recently went upstate, and the first thing we did before we started our excursions is to take off our shoes,
yeah,
touch a tree, hug a tree, put that intention out there, feel nature, feel the breeze, feel the
yeah,
air just caressing your skin. And, it healed quite a few people.
yeah,
And it helped them just to center themselves and really enjoy what nature has to offer.
yeah,
And shoes is one of the greatest things that can help disconnect us from nature and prevent healing from us. So that's a
yeah.
very powerful comment that you made there. And
Mm.
we often, we not even often, people don't know that.
Yeah, it's
Now,
it's huge. It's like going and just getting your feet into running water in a stream or a river or something is amazing. Or standing out in the bare feet with no hat on in the pouring rain, even just for a few minutes. It's so cleansing.
yes, yes, yes. And now, in society, oh no, you got to put on your shoes. No,
No,
you're looked upon in a different way if you're walking in the park with no shoes on. Oh,
yeah,
it's too dirty. Oh, there's too much stuff in there. Well, that all that gets transmuted by nature.
yeah, that's right.
Nature takes care of all of that.
Yeah,
But we've been just so duped into believing that these are things that we have to do.
yeah. You have, well, you don't have to do anything, but I would choose to connect as often as I can. We went for a nice walk earlier on, and I wear Birkenstocks in the summer. I've always got black feet, but whenever there's not particularly rough road or gravel, I can just take the shoes off and carry them, and then I
Mhm.
can put them on in a second. That's why I wear them, apart from the
Yeah.
fact they're really comfortable. But I'm not a big fan of shoes. Just not a. I think I was laughing with someone the other day. I've driven in bare feet my entire life.
Oh,
So the
really?
first thing I do when I get in the car is to kick the shoes off.
Yes, yes,
And someone
yes.
said, "Well, you can't drive that one." I said, "Why not? I can feel the pedals, and I can, because my feet are quite tough. I can put plenty of force on the pedals if I need to, so it's not a problem."
Again, other people like, well, that's weird or strange or
Mm.
whatever, not understanding the purpose or the meaning behind that. A lot of us have been lost and
Well, it's
just.
intentional, Terry. It's the whole indoctrination process.
Mhm,
From making it that the mothers had to go to work, not to give them equal rights, but because they wanted the taxation money off them, which
mhm,
means then you can take the young ones. I don't want to call them children, because children are a ward of the state, which means it's state property, which is why when the state takes your children, you'll never get them back. You have to go and demand your property back.
mhm.
But they take them away so that they can indoctrinate them. They call it an education. It's not, it's an indoctrination process.
Yep, yep, absolutely.
And they're
Abs-
away then from the very people that could be teaching them stuff,
mhm,
that should be
mhm,
teaching them stuff.
mhm, So, like you said, they become dependent of, or they become
Yeah.
a ward of the powers that be, a ward of the state, and not
Yeah.
realizing that you have the power already, and you don't have to agree to any of those laws. But
Yep.
again, it's intentional. It's
Well, they're actually not laws, they're actually statutes, because in a statute book, but they're
Mhm.
given the power of law if you're a member of the society. And as long as you know that you're not a member of society and they can't prove you are,